Welcome back to Dank Souls. This is Solanus Dracone, and today we're just going to get right on into it. It is time to take on the Gargoyles. It is time to, well, just take on the Gargoyles. I might head down to take on Mrs. Quelaag there, but I do these bosses, the Gargoyles and Quelaag, simply because of the fact that I can get my way into the Sen's Fortress. So I want the covetous gold serpent ring, I want the symbol of avarice, and I want it all. So yeah, I'm gonna do my usual, try to get my hands on a Balder sword. Probably slow. I am mid-rolling here, but it's not a big deal, because I'm going to be using the Drake sword to get through those hollows upstairs. See if I can get the sneak up on him. Nope. Couple swipes. Leave him alone. He doesn't need to be bothered with. Alright. Don't disappoint. Honestly, you can just take these guys out for the most part with just a forward stab. And this guy here, he wasn't much. They're usually much more dangerous than this, but if you can get the drop on them quick enough. Nope, no sword. Okay. Wish I could get my hands on a sword. That'd be fantastic. Bowler swag sword. It's not really all that good until you get it up past level 10 and until you've got a lot more of the good old dexterity there. So here's where the Drake sword shines. Get a couple of these schmucks lined up, right? And then oh, come on now. Look at that. It's just a row. Just bam. It's a street sweeper. Awesome. Alright, I had better get my way up that ladder because I don't trust that I'm not going to get invaded very shortly, and an invasion's just a headache I don't want to have. Excuse me. I'm drinking some tea myself, and I do not claim to be the tea connoisseur that some of the other well-known Souls veterans are. Also, when I summon somebody, I like to go right into the boss room immediately as soon as possible and trigger them. This is because when you summon a helper to fight the boss, then the boss will be strengthened some. But if you can get into the boss room and trigger their life meter before your phantom summons, then they will not get that bonus, and you will typically just be able to fight them as if they were normal steamroll. I don't know if that ever got patched out. Everybody wants a tail axe, nobody uses it though. Oops. Come on. Now's when the second gargoyle joins the party. I don't know if I'm really fighting these guys at their normal health or their enriched health from having a second with me, but it doesn't look like it. I'm just melting through these guys. And I've got my silver serpent ring on, so that means I'm just gonna get myself a major boost here. Excellent. Got my twin humanities. Got my medal of sunlight. Excuse me. And that was an easy enough conquest. Now that I've gotten the boss out of the way, then I don't have to worry about invasions in this zone anymore. Don't know if I mentioned the tea I'm drinking is just simple Tazo chamomile. That's it. I don't have the resources to dedicate, I'm afraid, to getting much fancier tea. I'm kind of stuck on food stamps at the moment. But it's still nice. Alright, ringing the bell. Heading down to Oswald, I believe, of Kareem. And Oswald's just a swell guy. He just wants a hug. Look at him.
Greetings.
Greetings. Learn this gesture. And does he have anything we want? He's got some homeward bones at a very reasonable price. I don't really need them right now. Velka's Talisman is good if you want to get a, if you want to cast miracles and have a, something that scales with intellect, so you can kind of do a sorcerer hybrid. You still need the minimum amount of intellect in order to use a certain miracle, but at the same time, if you have gotten that minimum, then that's going to scale with your talisman. So Velka's Talisman is great for mages that want to do a couple miracles there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just head on down to Blighttown. That's where my next stop is gonna be. Gonna be plunging into the swamp. Gonna be taking on the Spider Lady. Man-eating the Mildridge. Etc. I'm a little tired right now. It's Thanksgiving, or Thanksgiving's just wrapping up as I record this, and been a nice long day. I had to drive all the way down to my aunt's house. That's all the way across town, literally on the opposite side of town, and hour-long drive there, hour-long drive back. Nice heavy food, and just, you know, just when you spend time with family, it can be pretty exhausting. Imminent light, yeah. Alright. Let's see. I think I might want to add a little bit more dex at this point. I want to be able to do some more damage. Quelaag, when you go down to fight her, she's incredibly resistant to magic damage. She's resistant to any form of magic damage, really, fire especially. She doesn't respond much to the Store of Straight Swords Divine, so you're gonna want to get a little bit of an edge with the damage, but I think that summoning Mildred is going to be the biggest helper there. That'd be great if I can get the 2 mandatory bell bosses out of the way. Now this time I do not want to send that back up because I intend to use that to run back up to here. The way that I do it is I do go for the Daughters of Chaos bonfire right after Quelaag's room and save there, because it does save a lot of time later on when you're trying to get to warp points with the Lord Vessel. You can just go there and come back and be done with it. So run by these guys again. You really don't need to give them a... Ooh! So yeah, that's... You don't want to screw with these guys more than you can manage to help it, so... Yeah, just get past them, get through them, get by them. Try to avoid if possible. Drop down this ladder. Drop down this pit. I'm not going to worry about this guy this time because I'm just going all the way down. I'm taking the fast way. Drop. Drop. And drop stab. Takes care of him. And here we go. Now, that's just funny to me, that dog up there. It's probably a glitch. He's probably not turning that thing, but it's still funny. It's still hilarious to imagine that he is. Alright. Now then. I'd rather have the Silver Serpent Ring on. Mildred will spawn right about here. Well, not right here. She spawns off in that direction. And I'm just gonna wait for her to show up. Screw you. Yep, her pathing is a little odd. She takes a bit of a moment to get her bearings to find out where you are. Not a very challenging invader NPC. She's a bit slow on the uptake, and obviously she's a little naked. Yeah, come on. Cooperate. Fine, be that way. Chunky around the middle there, but that's okay. She's got good thighs. Got her humanity, which is lovely. And I'm picking up her humanity and butcher knife. The butcher knife's actually a pretty good weapon, surprisingly good. Not too much strength required. I'm not going to be making use of it, that's not the game I play, at least with this type of character. But at the same time, it deserves mentioning, a good nod to her that she does drop a decent weapon. And of course, after beating her, you have the ability to summon her for the Quelaag boss fight, which is also very nice. I think I can get a little bit more out of this. Let me pop another soul and get this Twin Humanities out of my hotbar. And can I afford it? Yes, one more dexterity. Because dexterity is going to be where I'm getting all of my damage from. Might as well do a little bit of gathering here, and why not? I'll go for the pyromancy up there. Go for power within. I'm not going to make use of it down here because I haven't freed Laurentius yet. But as long as I'm in town, try not to get too worked up about the poison around here. It's just going to happen that you get poisoned. There's nothing you can do about it. So just come to terms with it. Yeah, just going to bypass all this rubbish here, because I'm going to be doing a lot of climbing anyhow. Get out of my way, guy. Okay, sometimes you do have to hack and slash your way through. Ooh, there's a dart blower up there too. Don't want to run afoul of him. What am I talking about? I want to murder that guy. Yep, work my way up here. Don't know where he went. Some stuff back here, the Wanderer's stuff, which is not all that great. Not interested in it, but it's there. Might as well take it. Yeah, he is still firing at me, that little bugger. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Just climbing my way up here. Ow. Ah, that is just asinine. Well, now there's 5 humanity sitting there. That's just great. Well, best to go handle my business. See, that's not fair. That guy was right there on the ladder. I mean, yeah, be aware of your surroundings, anything you can get past yada yada, but it's still... it's not cool. He was right there, waiting for me as soon as I got up. How am I supposed to fight against that? Oh man, God, the targeting in this area, just with the mosquitoes and the big what's-his-face guys, I don't even know what to call these monsters, the boogly monsters, all over the place, all up in your targeting reticule, and that's where targeting is just terrible. Especially in this area, because you've got so much vertically around you that you know, targeting can be just as dangerous as not targeting sometimes. Just head on up. Gonna bypass as much of this mess as possible. Yeah, nice try. Nice try, Puddin'. Here's my soul pile. It's dirty pool, Dark Souls, dirty pool indeed. Punishing people for going the back way. I'm gonna start seeing the goblins here. I call them the goblins because they look to me like goblins. This is not where you go in. It's a very much lower entrance. You go up this way. I'm gonna have to fight one of the, I don't know, the shit demons, I guess. What? That's what I think of them as. I don't put a name to many of the enemies here in Blighttown, but I think if I had to, I would call those big guys with the club the shit demons, because they do drop the dung piles. Oh, and the dude, the dart blower fell. Alright, that's cool. let's go take care of this guy here. Sometimes they take a minute to wind up and roar, and that's free damage right there. Man! See, that's me getting careless. That's me getting very careless. Don't get careless. It doesn't take much in this game. Alright, come on. Let's go. Quit jerking around. Get yourself in gear. Get motivated. Get motivated. Jesus! Everybody and their mother is coming down to say hi to you here. And that other dark guy is still up there. Honestly, you can dodge him, but man, it would be great if I could get to him and just get him out of my way. Oh, and because I'm not wearing the, yeah, this might help, the wolf ring. I've got no pose to speak of here. I don't have the time to go targeting wherever he's coming from. Oh wow, he's getting a few shots off on me. Well, I've got good resistance to it. Alright. See if we can't save this farce. All this for pyromancy. One I'm rarely going to use. Well, I might use it. To be fair, it's actually pretty good. Power Within does improve your attack power greatly, even though it does sap from your HP. But that's the trade-off. And I should just go ahead and wait for this guy to come down, honestly. Start your slide, bro. Oh, he wants a bite. Fuck! Oh, I should be dead. Oh god damn it! That the targeting screwed me up on that one. All right, man. I might just have to give up on that. No, that's not the fighting spirit. But I did lose my 5 humanity permanently, so I'm a little salty about that. Still, it is a principle. You cannot let this game conquer you. With the targeting, man. What part of aim at what's straight in front of you don't you get, game? This is not worth the trouble. The true sound of the amateur Dark Souls player. Blame the game for everything. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Drink. Ow. I can't handle toxic right now. Just call it a loss. Just consider it a loss. The humanity. You could have lost so much more. Be grateful. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get that damn pyromancy. Because now it's a matter of principle. Now it's a matter of honor. A matter of dignity. Because I skipped so much Blight Town, I have forgotten how to deal with the hobgobs. Or the goblins. I call them the goblins. Yeah, come on down. No mercy. I was trying to play this all pretty like, but apparently that's not going to happen. Stab him in the culo. Slide away. And he drops. And I get shit. Yay. me drink to celebrate that I got shit. So yeah, these guys are coming. No need to get fancy with them. Honestly, they don't deserve you getting fancy. And there's going to be another couple that try to run over here. They've spotted me. This guy right here, for instance. I think that's all I need to worry about. Yeah. So now this great big corpulent, pustulent thing, this horrible, ghastly demon. Let's see how much I'm doing. Be nice if I could see the damage I was doing. 32 damage. Great. It's gonna take me a few moments. See how close I can creep to this guy. Not that close! Yeah, it's far better just to play it safe and snipe this guy away. Let's see. Maybe aim up at his suctopods here. Yeah, that'll help me keep track of his HP. It's a big, ugly looking thing. Some kind of real mutation. Awesome. Okay, and so you get power within. That was probably worth it. Yep, homeward bones I have. I am not going to run back down. That is just such a headache. Okay, now that I've gotten that, I'm going to go after... I'm going to grab a few goodies, I guess, as long as I'm down here. Might as well, and then I'll take Quelaag on next, in the next video. So I got the soul item over here, and I don't like to cross the, I don't like to cross over too much earlier than this point, because I don't want to invoke the attention of the boulder rollers there. But I do want to go after the little leeches here. The leeches do have large titanite shards on occasion. That can be useful. And the pyromancy of poison mist is actually okay too, because now if you want to poison someone, then that's your easy way to do it. I still think arrows are better, but that's me. You know what? I'm really not going to go shard hunting here. I've got other ways to get my shard level up, so I'm just going to try and gather up whatever soul items I can. And let's just end this on a Quelaag. Alright. May as well equip the purple moss because I am going to get poisoned here, plenty. Get some large titanite shards over here, which is very, very nice. One large titanite shard, still worth something. And I should totally be equipping my iron ring here, but I just plumb forgot. And pretty far along as it is. Alright. Heal. Drink. Run. Try to keep give them a fairly wide berth. And I do not even begin to attempt to mess with these egg guys. You don't want any of this. They'll leave you be if you leave them be. So now I remember that I have died a couple times and I'm feeling quite crunchy, so you know what? I will probably not even make it to Quelaag on this episode. I don't want to solo her. My weapon is poor against her. She's really resistant to just all sorts of magic damage, and I don't have anything that does nearly enough damage to hit at her. I want Mildred's help for this fight. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and rust our way through it. See, I knew I'd find a use for this ring. Okay, I'll press on. You talked me into it, guys. I'll go ahead and revive. Then I will take out the Chaos Witch Quelaag. I say that in the hopes that I'm actually going to win, because it's not a done thing that you're actually going to beat that fight. I haven't died at it as much as I used to. I've gotten better at it, but at the same time, by no means it's a sure thing. You can still be caught in one of the lava pools, or she can just jump on you, or you can not respond quick enough to her AoE, and there's you. Mildred can solo her, but don't count on that either. Don't count on that either. This game never plays the same way twice. There are always little nuances that will get you. You least expect it. I'm playing like shit today. I am so tired lately, just so tired. No idea. I know I don't have much right to complain when there's a lot of other people out there that have it worse off than me in the world, but still I'm tired. I am tired. Alright. One thing you'll rarely lack for in this game is the purple moss. So now that we've got Millie's sign here, then we're gonna press on. You heard nothing. Alright, now I try to generally get her focused away from the center of the door entrance, because that just gives Mildred a chance to get in. And it's hard enough to win these fights, let alone having your NPC stuck in a corner. Let's see if I can do any damage at all with my arrows. Oh shit. Well, that was gonna be bad. Okay. Go on, do something. Ah! What the hell? How did I get hurt? Yowza. She is not a happy bitch. You know, you kind of wonder how much of her is spider and how much is butt. I mean, she's obviously welded into the spider, but does she still retain some vestiges of her human nervous system? It's a good question. It's a perverted question, but it's still a good one. I mean, you know, she's turned to such a life, such a sad and, you know, lonely life, that she's the only one her sister has, and all she does is to try and get humanity to heal her sister. The Chaos Daughters, they are a bit of the lore that I will, you know, give some interest to, because I think that it's just a tragic tale that the mother was trying to do something good. She really was. The Witch of Isolith was trying to do something to restore the flame and make it possible for the Age of Fire to continue. Let's get that ring back on. But it just ended up not only screwing her over, but her daughters as well, and her son. So it's just really a tragic tale, you know. They were all trying to do something, and it turned out so horribly wrong. They all got disfigured. They all got, you know, they created the demons, and it's just a really terrible thing. It's sad. So now the ringing of the second bell. And these are the two mandatory bosses prior to the rest of some of my trickly runs for the purposes of improving my own station in life. And let's go down and talk to the fair lady. Rest at her bonfire. Get Engie out of our way. He can be a rude customer.
Oh, dear.
Yes, I'm a new servant. No, I have no eggs. I didn't see Kirk with no eggs either, you know. Well, then I guess I don't know what Kirk looks like under the helmet. Not that I want to. Okay, and here, this is where I have the old witch's ring. I'll give her a little bit of dialogue. I'll listen to the poor soul, the poor sweet thing.
Quelaag, my dear sister.
Aww, she thinks I'm Quelaag.
Quelaag, what is it?
And I could enter her covenant now, and I think I will.
Enter a covenant again? Of course. Let me try.
She thinks I'm Quelaag, it's so sad. It's almost wrist slitting. Look at her, the poor thing. She's stuck in a spider, but she's like the sweetest, most good being that you can possibly imagine. She took the scumbag Engi there who probably poisoned the whole swamp and took out his blight pus and... Ah, the poor thing, poor thing.
Quelaag, my dear sister. The eggs, it hurts. They've gone still. I am afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry, dear sister.
I honestly don't know what the eggs are all about, what part they play. If anybody has any input on that, that would be fantastic.
I'll be fine. I have you, dear sister. But promise me that you will take care of yourself.
Now I just feel bad.
Goodbye, Quelaag. Do be safe.
Now I just feel bad. That's terrible. So you need the old witch's ring to be able to understand her. That's why I chose that as my special here. And partially, you know, I also had the master key already, so that was good. I'm just gonna boost my dex and say goodbye to this poor soul. Alright, let me just go ahead and get back up to the Firelink Shrine. And the next part is going to be a touch of Sen's Fortress. I say a touch, I'm probably going to do most of it, and just not do the Iron Golem. I'm going to save that now that I have the Sen's Fortress open. I'm going to be going for two things. I'm going to be going for the covetous gold serpent ring, which is going to help my item drop, but I'm also going to be going for a symbol of avarice, which you can get from the mimics. And the best way to farm it this early in the game at your first mimic is to get yourself some Lloyd's talismans. Now normally I purchase exactly 10, not holding a total of 10, but I purchase 10 from the undead merchant, and I have never needed more than 10. I have never needed to use up all 14 technically that I have by that point. I get the symbol of avarice before that happens. So that's something that I'm going to be counting on holding true. I've never had it happen before that coming in with 14 Lloyd's Talisman wasn't sufficient. So let's get this guy out of the way. And honestly, I could try and YOLO it all the way up there, but I'm going to just be a little bit more cautious, because I don't want to have to make another run back. It's a pinch of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And that's just yet another way you can make your game easier, is just realize what's taking on an over challenge, something that's going to be too much effort to be worth it. So just a quick checkpoint here. Right. Accidental roll is accidental. And let's see if I can just make my way all the way up without dropping or falling or dying or any of that stupid stuff. That would be stupid stuff right there if I fell and died here. Surprisingly easy to drop and die here. So try not to. It'll make your life a lot easier. Roll off. him up. Mosquitoes are coming. Let's see if I can outrun them. I no longer have to worry about the dart blowers in there. And yep, I think everything's gonna be just fine. I'm gonna roll through the rubble on the left. Head upward. Ah! He got me through the wall. That's cheating! Not fair. I might as well get the key while I'm here. Although the mosquitoes are probably going to crawl up my butt. Out of my way. Freak. Oh boy. Yeah, that wide swing you really gotta watch out for. They will catch you upside the head is the appropriate expression there. But generally by the time you've made it here, you're home free. Alright, they will not follow you out of that tunnel. They don't exist outside of that tunnel. So, yep, safe in New Londo. Another one of my goals is, and it's part of why I'm rolling this thief, who has a dubious character, is that I intend to come here and basically kill Ingvard, I think his name is, I forget. He's one of the 3 summoners. I'm going to kill him. I'm just going to snipe him from afar so I can much more easily manage to get my hands on the very large ember. Dishonor! Alright, so home free, rested, relaxed. Excellent. Okay, I think that'll do it for right now. Thanks for watching. This has been Dank Souls. I am Solanus Dracone. And honor.